Pepsi IPL 2014. Kolkata Knight Riders are back. After tasting title success in 2012, their defense the following year finished early, with the team failing to make the playoffs. For the latest campaign, new blood lined up alongside battle-hardened troops for a chance to reclaim the title. But to earn a place in the final, they'd need to overcome a shaky start
3 ducks in a row
and hold their nerve under pressure.
Suddenly you start realizing you're halfway through the tournament and potentially you're out of it.
As the team gather in the UAE for the first leg of the tournament, the coaching staff, owners and established stars set about letting their new teammates know what is expected of them as a Kolkata Knight Rider.
I think we are fantastic stars, but I think somewhere we have a bigger star in KKR is our belief.
KKR would take on the 2013 champions, the Mumbai Indians, in the tournament's first match.
We won our first game. It's good to get off the blocks, so I think everyone's feeling upbeat and prepared to practice.
Second game tomorrow against Delhi, so it's important that we keep the momentum going and smell blood.
A great start for the team was anything but for captain Gambhir, who was out for a 4th ball duck in that first match.
Leading by example only means that you got to perform to the best of your ability, and people can talk a lot about that. I want to lead by example, I want to do this, I want to do that, but you need to walk the talk as well.
Oh, has he got him? Has he got him? Yes! 3 ducks in a row for Gambhir.
When you start the tournament, especially leading the side, and when you start the tournament with 3 ducks and you don't know where you're going to score your next run from, obviously it was tough.
With their captain struggling for form, other Knights now had to step forward. Aussie Chris Lynn first of all smashed a quick-fire 45 and then produced a moment of magic in the field that will never be forgotten.
So basically it was 6 runs off 3 balls. AB de Villiers at the crease, Vinay Kumar bowling the ball, and I'm fielding at cow corner. So I'm in a hot spot. That's AB's probably favourite place to score. Once he hit it, I thought, oh, this is going to be tough.
Has he got enough on that? Fielder's coming underneath. Fielder! Oh, he's taken it, has he?
Probably overran it a little bit. So where I had to stop, I actually I slipped over. So I knew if I drop that, it's 6 runs and then we lose the game.
Every sport has some amazing moments. This, according to me, would go down as one of the finest moments in any sport.
The last match in the UAE would be against the Rajasthan Royals. Despite a fine captain's innings, the team was unable to follow his lead.
Oh, he's knocked over the off stump this time. We have a super over.
When you get to a situation like that in a game, you just want to win and get it over with.
Ultimately, even a super over couldn't split the two teams.
To allow the opposition to come back into the game in that manner wasn't right. That hurt us. That definitely hurt us.
The tournament returned to India from the UAE with KKR in need of a fresh start. When the team arrived in Ranchi to battle with CSK, an important decision had been made.
Robin started opening at that particular point in time, and he felt quite strongly that he could contribute at the top of the order.
I was very eager. I was extremely eager. I think it was a pain in the neck to a few people. I was that eager.
Robin was pushing me, Trevor, everyone, if he wanted to open the batting, but he was absolutely justified to push us.
Jack Callis, the consummate team man, made way to give KKR a new-look opening partnership.
In that first game in Ranchi, I opened there, got about 47 against CSK. We still got off to a good start, but we couldn't. We lost too many wickets too quickly, and we couldn't come back into that game. Suddenly, the one area that was letting us down in the last 5 games was improving, and it showed that there was potential there. The one game that hit home, as far as our personal pride as cricketers individually were concerned, was that Rajasthan game in Ahmedabad.
Robin
was on song at that point. In fact, that's when he really started playing well. And he and Gautam, I think they put on like a 100-run partnership with 8 overs to go. It should have been a breeze. Then stuff happens. That's what you realize in T20s. Gautam gets out, and then the very next ball or 2 balls later, Robin gets out. And then suddenly Praveen Tambe comes in. We must have lost 6 wickets for 1 run or something.
I took out a lot of frustration in the dressing room as well. The kind of start with me and Robin, we should have finished that game in 17 or 18 overs.
That really hurt us. That just hurt us as professional cricketers. Completely unacceptable. And I think every single one of us felt extremely bad.
That was our lowest point. And that was the 7th game of that season.
I think most of the people believe on paper, no, this one's not it's a good team, but it's not going to win. And I think that makes us stronger, tougher. The more you believe that we can't succeed, the more I think the team comes together to want to succeed.
This bunch had that determination and that hunger to turn it around from there on, and that shows the character of the individuals as well, when you had to win maybe 6 out of 7 games to qualify.
After a poor start to the tournament, Gautam Gambhir leads his team into a do-or-die match in his hometown against the Daredevils.
He scored lots of runs, taking lots of wickets. That's how we can win. Simple. We need to field well, catch all the catches come to us. Simple.
We ended up winning the toss, and we did field. I still remember Kevin Peterson was a bit shocked because he thought that we would never chase because the kind of record we had in the previous games.
A brave call by the captain. If they lost this match, the tournament was over.
I wanted to show it to all the other teams that no, we are not chokers.
And I think that's what happened in Delhi. We went out there, the bowlers played to our potential, fielders fielded to our potential, batters batted to our potential. And Eureka.
To be the contenders to win the tournament, it was very important for us to be a professional side, to be a ruthless side in this game, because that is where you got to start believing.
A big win at home against the Sunrisers would clinch second place and a home qualifier to reach the final. Up to this point, big-hitting batsman Yusuf Pathan had struggled for form.
That Yusuf knocked in that 1 over against Dale Steyn. As we all know, he's a world-class bowler, and hitting him up for like 26 runs, and not that you're edging or something. He played some beautiful shots.
It hasn't sunk in his yet. I think this is the best win I've ever seen in my career. Unreal. Never seen a game like this. Very good. Pathan show.
It is all about who can handle the nerves better rather than the skills, because I think skills, when the 2 top teams meet in the finals, obviously they've done the skills well.
You know, when you get to a final, you don't want to be in the losing side. You want to win that game.
It was my home ground, Bangalore. It was an amazing feeling playing with the home crowd and on the ground what I've always played in my entire cricket. I had a chat with Mike, the coach, and literally everybody from the team, and everybody was pepping me up.
I was sitting with Preeti Zinta, and I looked at Preeti and I told her, you know what, we're going to win the finals.
We got off to a great start, tipped the first 10 overs and they were 2 for 58. Kings 11 that year were a revelation. They were just playing very differently. I just thought, yeah, 200, I mean, final's a good result, right?
During the game, I never expected that Kings 11 would get 199, but then it was a chaseable total because we had a lot of firepower, we had a lot of depth in our batting as well.
I've played and I've seen a lot of games being played in Bangalore, and then there have been huge scores like 200, 210, and they've been chased down and they have been very close finish.
We knew that we needed to play out of our socks to beat them.
Never at any point of time we thought that we were under pressure, because we were always very close to the run rate what we needed to achieve, and we were always there in the game.
When I got out there, the score needed was 19 balls, 21 runs. So I thought it was pretty much chaseable. As soon as I got out, Piyush played really well. I think he just went about his batting the way he is always been.
So my thought was, I just need to, bat sensibly against him, and I make sure I don't lose my wicket against him.
I had a feeling inside that I was about to get up and about to celebrate that he's going to hit a boundary this ball.
He bowled a bouncer, I just pulled it, and I never thought of hitting it too hard.
I have this belief that I am thinking my team into victory. And both times it has happened, that it goes numb.